Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. In today I'm going to discuss the Hoover H-Wash washing machine which I've got. My review, obviously now since I've had it since March, it's now ready for about 2 months. I'll give my own opinions on what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and what they could change with the new series of machines when they come round to it. So first up is the quick washes. What I like about the quick washes is you have rapid care 14, 30, 44. That is, but you can't do full loads with it, so you would have to reduce the load size. I think it's 1.5 kilos for 14 minutes, 2.5 for 30 minutes, and then I think 3.5 to 4 on 44. So it's not ideal for full loads. It's ideal for just getting something quickly done. Obviously, but you just got to reduce the load. The best thing now that Hoover have done is put a top end spin, up to 1600 RPM, 1400 for other models. The other good thing is though, extra rinse. I do like you putting the extra rinse option because there is no intermittent spins on the rapid care washes. And so moving on to the next quick wash is fresh care. Fresh care is a full load option. I would say do this if you literally warm the clothes just once, that they kind of not got any stains on it. They just need a refresh really, because 49 minutes is pretty quick for a 10 kilo load. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Beko daily quick is about, I think, 39 minutes for a full load, 40 degrees. But I think they use a bit more water though. But I say, I've not had a Beko for a while. Yeah, so you could use a 10K, you can use the extra rinse as well. The top end spin, 40 degrees. Again, another good wash. As I say, that is like a brilliant cycle. Next one for quick washes, all in 159. So you want it a bit longer for the wash phase. You can do the extra rinse. Obviously, you can do the 1600 spin. As I say, that doesn't do intermittent spins in those, so that's just the only annoying thing. There's no quick intermittent spins in any of the quick washes. It does a spin burst, but not an actual maybe 30-second 600 spin or 800, whatever. So that's what I mean. Obviously, for big families who want to wash on the go constantly all the time, I would recommend using 49 minutes for lightly soiled, 59 if you have maybe a couple of stains on stuff. But if you have heavily soiled stuff, it would be best on a cotton wash to get rid of all your stains. So I find that the motor is better compared to the other Hoover machines that I've had, better than Hotpoint, being a bit quieter as well. Hotpoint was the most noisiest of motors when it was on the spin. I could even hear it distributing when the pump went off. So if I just sat here quietly, you could actually still hear it going round, which is not really good. When you want it to be an inverter motor and supposed to be quiet, you're not meant to hear it at all, even at a distribution speed. So I do like about that. So there's no motion on the motor. There's not like different motion types, either like does, or I don't know, maybe similar to LG, but so who knows. So other thing I like is using Wi-Fi. I'm a bit of a tech head. I do like on my iPhone and iPad, and I've got my smart speakers. I've got the smart bulbs. Do like using the Wi-Fi. Especially like when controlling the app. Because obviously you can just use, there are so many different programs on the H-On app, which I'll come to in a moment. So with the using the Wi-Fi, I can literally remote control it from anywhere, even if I'm out and about. So just quickly with the Wi-Fi, if you put it on one of the cycles on the dial, whilst the program is running, you can turn it straight to Wi-Fi, and it will come up remote connecting, then go into remote control, and then it'll just display the time again. So that's a good thing. So if you are decided like I wanted to go out, but you want to kind of like do something with it afterwards, because when the load is finished, you can't put it onto the anti-crease afterwards. You've got to put it on Wi-Fi. So if it's something that you want to do, their bomb is switch it to Wi-Fi. Otherwise, when it gives you the notification the washing's finished, or do you want to put it into anti-crease, you can't, because you need to remotely put it into Wi-Fi. I do like using the H-On app with the using diagnostics, how many washes to do a drum clean, gives you like maintenance diagnostics, your use on your energy, what you kind of what your wash patterns are, your and your most popular or the most used cycle and all the rest of it. The amount of programs is ridiculous. There's quite a lot I'm never going to use, especially like diving suits, backpacks. Even though I've got some backpacks, but hardly will wear them. Diving suits and stuff like that. What I do find with the app, I just find that some of the information gone to the machine doesn't go over, and I'll explain why. Is some of the I'd used the eco cotton wash, but I think it didn't do an eco wash anyway. It just done it a lot shorter. I don't know if it's because the app on the phone is different from the program actually on the actual machine itself. I just find that some of the programs are very similar to themselves. Like I think silk and lingerie. I think cuddly toys. Um, like I say, I believe it probably is based on a wool wash. Um, yeah, the programs seem a bit similar because the times are exactly the same, which is 48 minutes on the app. So there's certain programs which I think are duplicated, just with a different name. I just think also some of the options you do don't go onto the machine, like say extra rinse. I can't remember which program I used, but I did extra rinse and it only did 2 instead of 3. Hopefully some because with a software update or firmware maybe for the machine. So the next thing is the care dose. I do love the care dose. You just put the liquid detergent, and your softener in, and it goes in straight for you. That's what I do like about it. And then you can use the small compartment at the front for your powder. And yeah, so that's pretty much the things I do like about it. So the things that I don't like, I'm going to refer back to the care dose system. One thing, when the detergent is getting put in, I don't know if it's putting the right amount in for the load. That's my only dig at that. What it should have done, really, is with the kg, I suppose with the standard quick washes, it'll put the right amount in for what is either a 10k load, 9k, 8k or 4k, whatever it may be. And they'll just put that detergent in there. A little bit of a waste, but I suppose when it's just not, because when it doesn't run the kg mode on certain cycles, they'll just put that amount in. But when it is detecting a load, it should obviously fill up with water, but then once the machine has detected enough that's in there, it should put the right amount of detergent in there rather than do it straight in at the beginning, because otherwise it might not put enough in. Not saying it to put too much in, but if it doesn't put enough in, it may not wash properly, and that's just my concern. Again, with the softener, I tend to, there's only 300ml that gets put into the tank, but it does run out pretty quickly, and I don't know why on that front. Again, it's just a measurement, or maybe it may be to put the correct amount in, I suppose, based on the load, because obviously it's with the softener, because it's the last thing, it puts it straight in there for the last rinse, so I probably may know what to put in there. So, but it's just with the detergent, it should kind of do it after it's weighed the stuff, add the detergent, add a little bit more water in, and then hopefully it'll clean. Probably not that I've had any issues, but then again, I don't have really heavily stained things on my clothes anyway. The with the H-On app, as I said, like with the programs and options, the only thing I don't like about it is some of the data doesn't go over to the machine properly, and just say it can cause, like say with an eco cotton wash, it doesn't do an eco cotton wash, it does something else. The programs just seem to be duplicated. Yeah, I just find like some of the programs and options are just like not, as I said, they don't get sent over to the machine properly. Whether it could be, as I said earlier on, whether it could be an update or a firmware. With the wall programs, I think with any wall program with like Beko, not just Hoover, but like Beko and AEG, Bosch, I do prefer the Hotpoint program for wool, where it distributes the load, and I wish Hoover had something similar. I will say something that Hoover do a wool with a washer dryer. I'm seeing this on, but it's mainly the Candy Rapido, so it's kind of based on a similar, because Hoover and Candy are almost exactly the same anyway. But with the Candy Rapido, when you do a wool dry cycle on the washer dryers, it will distribute it. And I think to myself, if you can do it on a dry cycle, why not do it on a wash? I don't know if it's a copyright thing with the program where the Hotpoint have owned the rights to it, or Whirlpool now, as is, because it comes under Whirlpool, and whether they have the rights to that program or a copyrighted program, who knows. So that's just basically it on the overview. I mean, I would highly recommend this to anybody, especially with large families. I would recommend to get a 9 plus or 10k machine. If you're not bothered about the spin speed, I would say, well, so obviously you got 1400, 1600. I always go 1600 because I just want the maximum spin speed. So it's good for, like, I mean, yes, I live on my own, but other than that, that is just basically my review of the machine. Like I say, just quickly as well before I leave you, going on with the H dry tumble dryer to match the machine. Due to my circumstances at the moment, don't have the money to go out and get one. That's why I've got my Logic tumble dryer, the vented one, which I will do a quick review over, say in the next week or so. Again, my dislikes and likes and dislikes. But other than that, that's my review on the Hoover H-Wash machine. Like I say, I'll put some links down below to find to the one that I have, if you ever want to go and buy it. And I'll see all you lot in the next one.